What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP, guys. This is going to be my official warning here, right, guys, as we did massively fail yesterday's price action, and in observing a potential upside continuation. These, if you didn't notice, right, there was a quick mention over the approval of the 25% tariffs and everything, guys, and then the manipulation starts, man, and then the dumps start. Okay, so yeah, guys, I gotta put out an official warning here that there could be further downside on XRP, but there is one condition though, and that condition could be in respects to BTC. Now, as far as BTC is concerned, I will say that there is a zone at around the 94,300 area that I think that it would be ideal for us to close out the month and by month, which are going to be over here in just about 1 day and 22 hours. It is getting critically close to that, right, guys? So I will say that it would take for BTC to kind of flip into that profitability range of around 94,300. Above that, there could be some continuation towards the upside, guys. But for now, I'm not sure how that's really looking for the immediate moment, guys, because this thing is completely dropping and staging down. So what that's going to do is actually going to send XRP to a potential lower valuation. The first area that I can see drop into would be in spite of this dead cat bounce, which, by the way, taking into consideration, right, just the range top to the range low to that first leg down there, you would expect a potential drop of around 179. But we know what 179 looks like, right? 179 is actually the target that we reached just around that. I believe it was could it have been a few weeks ago, right? It was back here in February 2nd. So this area here, guys, is potentially the zone that we're going to be testing, okay? So I will say that this could be an extreme area to experience a bounce here. Now, the bounce to the upside from this zone, guys, I'm not sure if that's going to be able to combat the upside here and beyond the 274 to 280, nothing like that. I'm actually thinking that this is going to allow opportunity for the bulls to maybe consider some type of risk-off situation as this bounces towards the upside and starts to kind of resist in this area here around the 250.72 to maybe 261.36, right in this box, maybe even at the top side of this box here, 246.69. Okay, guys, so I think it would be 246 to roughly around 261 that we could get a massive rejection from the downside and a huge pump to the upside here. In other words, what this would be doing, guys, is it would actually start validating the bearish channel. Okay, guys, so that's going to introduce a little bit of danger here, and I would say that this could lead to an even bigger correction for the moment, and then we can see. Okay, guys, because I think that you know what, I guess I gotta kind of measure it, right? I mean, if it is in fact that we're breaking down officially from this zone here, so your first closures were there, and it would be roughly here, right, your first closure. So yeah, that would take you into the space of about the 163 zone. Okay, guys, so it would be naturally at this pivot here, which would be the low of this bar, which is your take profit zone of this channel here, right? So that would be the zone to kind of observe. If this would be like a quick bounce to this side, maybe it even takes advantage of taking advantage of the closing the profits from this short position and the bearish channel. That could be honestly the reason the might as well thesis, right, to reach down to that even down to the 155 to about to about 163. Okay, guys, I will say that in this area here, guys, there may be an explosive move towards the upside. Okay, so there is a critical demand in this zone, and I gotta point out on the other side of things that we are now, remember that we were doing the daily closures, right? We had 3 daily settles above this critical volume area, right? That area kind of gave us the window here to move to the upside. So we aggressively went from that bottom side of around, I would say, 230, 228, around there, guys. And I mean, I'm sorry, it was Yeah, I think it was low targets, right, guys? Low targets. It was roughly in here. Yeah, 228, right around there. So we jump from the 228 all the way up to the zone that you can see right up here, which is that same zone that I'm talking about. So around 280, 281, right? So 164 spot billion in the market cap. That was responsible for that, guys. So now, if you are observing here, the validation of resistance from that liquidity zone, it looks like we're flipping to the other half of this potential. Okay, so just a speculative little play here, but if you were to take, from the bottom side, this total range here, what would it be like from this area here, right? So that would actually take you down to the areas of about 115.27 billion. And if that is the case here, I would say that let's see this in a 12-hour chart. Let's get rid of let's get rid of all the drawings here and potentially look at it from that perspective and see where that takes us, right? Okay, so yeah, we're drawing. Yeah, we're drawing right about here. So that, yeah, guys, that's taking us down to about 190. Yeah, so it becomes a dangerous area because 190 you're starting to break down here. Okay, guys, so just heads up, because the total bottom half of this area here is actually more along the lines of this top side. So if that is actually the case, then that may introduce more familiar targets to you, right? So if it were bottom half to top half type of thing, then it would be more along the lines of this. So this would be your top side here. So now observing this first, let's make it an equal in size, right? Just or similar in size, so that we can understand what it is. And just like this, guys, here we go. Yeah, that's a pretty good place to look at it. Let's get rid of the drawings. Yeah, so we're looking at this. Where was it again? Yeah, right about here. Right, so notice here that you have that huge head and shoulders, right, and it's coming down to this zone here. So if this is the top area here, let's get rid of the drawings, right? If this is it right here, you're looking at it right here, and guess what? 163. So that's, yeah, guys, I think that this is getting ready to make some type of inversion on this move, right, guys? So it would be something along the lines of this here. If I can just give you a little bit of perspective, guys, it could be that we're doing something like this. Let's get the drawings back in, and let's take into consideration here something like this, right? So let's just say that we were to drop from this point. Yeah, from this point. Yeah, let's take into consideration all that stuff, right? Just about like this here. So this here would actually be flipped inverted, right, guys? And this would now introduce that support bound just like this, okay, guys? So this, yeah, it would be something along the lines of this here. Okay, so this is what I would be expecting here for price action, and then we would experience a massive bounce towards the upside that can lead all the way back up to around this zone here. Okay, guys, so that's particularly what I'm speaking of, and that could take some time here. So coming back up to this area here could what I'm thinking is that if it does move all the way back up, there could be a reason to flash price action or flash volatility, and then even try for one more push to the upside, similarly to what happened in 2000, I think 19, 2020 to 2021 on Bitcoin, right, guys? So that would be those cycle tops. So if you're looking at BTC like this weekly time frame, you just got to look back real quick and then kind of look at this, right? So yeah, what I'm speaking of would be like this here, right? So you have this critical top, you start coming down here, kind of validate like some supports here, create a little bit of a higher high, and then massive correction, right, guys? So what I'm potentially looking at here, guys, is the Bitcoin even coming down to 1.46 trillion, which is equivalent to around 73,000, maybe 69,000, right, guys? So that feels like it feels like a breakout play, right, guys? So it would be something like this here, break out of this top end, right? Start validating this. If it has enough validation, create a new top here, and then we got to see on this area here if we still have continuation, or if the bulls are still convinced enough to take it, then we shall lead towards that upside. Okay, guys. So yeah, team, I just I want to make sure that you guys are abundantly aware of what this is potentially signaling here, right, guys? And I will say this, by daily time frame on momentum channels, APLHA LITE, did fire a sell signal back here, guys, on February 8th, and it's still sick. I mean, damn. So guys, please make sure to pick it up at the top right hand corner here. It's the sale is going to be over here in about 4 days, and this is really the only time you could own it for life for just one tiny ass fee, and it's right at the top right. Okay, guys, so get your algorithm here. This is not an auto trader; it's just a buy sell signal indicator based on criteria. Okay, guys, love you all so much. If you have any questions or concerns, you know where to reach me, and we shall talk very very soon. See you guys. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh yeah.